Hey guys, so I've got something exciting to share with you, and that is that the Radenso Pro radar detector has been updated, and there is now a new version of the detector that's come out called the Radenso Pro SE. And the difference between this detector, the main thing, is that it now includes an LNA, a low noise amplifier that can boost the sensitivity of the detector and thus give us longer range. So we now have a new Radenso Pro that has even better performance than before. It also now comes with a red screen instead of a yellow one. Here's another look at it. I had a chance to test it out in my test last month, and now that it has been officially announced, let's take a look at the results and see how it stands. So we'll start with our 33.8 results. Here is where the Stinger VIP alerts, basically the most sensitive detector out there. Here is the gold standard, the red line, and here is the Radenso Pro SE. Check this out. Awesome performance. You're just trailing behind the red line and the Stinger on 33.8. Pretty fantastic. Here's where some of the other traditional detectors went off. You've got the Max, the original Radenso Pro, the V1, Cobras, Uniden LRD 950 are all down here in this pack. Next, let's take a look at 34.7. Same sort of thing. We've got the Stinger right here. We had a really good detection here by the red line. We had over here 2 detections by the red line, 2 detections by the Radenso Pro SE. So you can see it's doing really well here. Here was the original Radenso Pro on 34.7. Here's the V1, the Max, the DSP Cobra, and a bunch of other detectors here as well. Let's take a look next at 35.5. So a similar sort of trend. We can see right here. Here is the Stinger. We had one really good detection with the new DSP Cobra, and here is where the Radenso Pro SE picked up. And you can see here's a red line detection, here's the V1, here's the Radenso Pro, the original, another red line detection, here's the Max. So most of the detectors alerted right here. And the Radenso Pro on 35.5 managed to beat out just about everybody as well. So again, interesting stuff. Finally, let's take a look at K-band. So here is our K-band testing. We've got the Stinger right here on maximum sensitivity. Here is the Stinger on standard sensitivity, and it looks like we actually had the Radenso beat out just barely the Stinger. No other detector has been able to beat the Stinger yet, but it looks like with these 2 runs, the Radenso Pro actually managed to slightly outrange the Stinger VIP at standard sensitivity on K-band. Very interesting. To give you a comparison, once again, we've got the red line here, the V1, Uniden LRD 950. Here is the original Radenso. Here's the Escort, Passport, Max, etc. For K-band, we ran everything with highway mode, TSR off, basically maximum sensitivity. Same thing for KA band. We ran, segmented 258, guard off, RDR off, performance mode, right? So as you can see, this guy is definitely a solid performer on all bands. And because of this, with the addition of the LNA, you're now looking at a top-tier radar detector that also has all the cool stuff built in, like it's got your GPS, so you've got your GPS lockouts, you've got your low-speed muting, you've got variable abilities to filter out blind spot sensors, different levels of TSR, you've got red light cameras, speed cameras, a database is built in, you've got free firmware updates for life, free red light camera database updates for life, so this is now looking like a really serious contender. And so now this detector is out, we can take a look. It's been formally announced, like I mentioned. Let's take a look at some other stuff. Now, I've had a chance to test it, and so have a couple other people. If we go take a look on Radenso's website, the original Radenso Pro retailed for $400. This new one with the LNA, the Radenso Pro Special Edition, the SE, retails for $500. And let's take a look at some of the other test results just to kind of get, even more of a feel for how it performed. Here is a test that Hidden Cam did, and this was designed to test off-axis sensitivity. So check this out. We had the vehicle was parked right here with a radar detector. The radar gun is over here, shooting this way, as you can see. So it's shooting off in this direction. And the car itself is parked this way. Anyways, the main thing is you'll notice a lot of the detectors, like the red line, the V1, and the Passport, had to be pointed more towards the radar gun in order to detect the signal. However, the Radenso Pro, this new SE, could actually be pointed farther away from the radar source, meaning its off-axis sensitivity against this 34.7 gun was actually better. So it looks like it's actually doing better in this particular test against the red line, the V1, and the Escort Passport when it comes to off-axis. Again, interesting stuff. Finally, we've also got open roads test. For those of you guys who are familiar with the STU test, this detector, just like the Stinger VIP, the Redline, and the Magnum can now detect at the stew zone. The stew zone is this cool radar detector test that Open Road found in California, where we found a 34/7 speed sign. And if you park far enough away from it, you can get a very, very, very weak ability to pick up that signal. And only the most sensitive detectors can pick it up if you sit there. And most detectors, like we've sent in tons of V1s, Maxes, Max 2s, Unidens, none of the other detectors have been able to detect here. It's only been the most sensitive detectors up to this point, including the Stinger VIP, the Redline, and the Magnum. And again, now the Radenso Pro SE can alert there. The previous Radenso was not able to, but it looks like this new one can. So, as you can see, really interesting stuff. This guy is now a solid performer. So, price-wise, retails for $500. Those of you guys who are forum members, they're doing a 10% discount for anybody here who's a member of RDF, so you can pick it up for $450. So it's going to be giving you similar performance to the Redline, but costing less, and getting you a lot of features of the Max 2, or the Max. So interesting stuff. So with this new LNA, I mean, this is a serious contender. So there you go. This is the new Radenso Pro SE. Again, it's got the LNA to give you the better performance, and it also does have a red LCD screen as opposed to the previous generation, which had a kind of yellow-orange type one. This new one has a red one, and it's got the LNA, giving you better performance. So if you're in the market for one, this is definitely going to be one to consider. For those of you guys who have one currently, they're doing something really cool as far as upgrading. For those of you guys who have bought one, there's a $100 price difference between the original, right, $400, and the new SE, $500. So it's a $100 price difference. If you've already purchased a Radenso Pro, you can send it back, and for $150, you can upgrade, and they'll send you the upgraded model. So it's $50 above and beyond the current price. It's going to be essentially your upgrade fee. If you've purchased your Radenso Pro pretty recently, basically less than a month ago, you can send in your current Radenso Pro and just pay the difference at $100, and they'll send you back a brand new upgraded model. I mean, that's just awesome. So if you're a current owner, I would definitely recommend upgrading. Performance-wise, again, let's pull up the results here. I've got them posted here as well. As you can see, I mean, it's just awesome stuff. You're definitely at this point kind of more, it used to be closer to the Max and the V1 and the performance. Now you're getting right up there with the Redline, and I mean, approaching Stinger territory with the new ones. So Redline, Radenso Pro, Radenso Pro SE, Redline, Radenso Pro SE, Redline, V1. So again, as you can see, the performance is there, the features are there, the price is there. This is just an awesome one. So for those of you guys who are interested, I'll put a link to the detector, to the page where you can purchase them here. I don't work for Radenso. I'm just really excited about what they're doing with the detector. Their customer service is awesome. The features are awesome. Their updates are awesome. I mean, the performance is awesome. Like this is cool stuff. So again, it's not a perfect detector. It's got its own share of quirks, just like everything else. You know, nothing is totally perfect, right? But as far as what we can see here in this package, this is pretty fantastic. So there you go. There's a look at the new Radenso Pro SE. Check the links in the video description for the forum, post the test results, the links to this detector, all that good stuff. It's all available there. So if you guys have any questions, come hop in the forum. You can join into the discussion here for this main post. Of course, you can ask questions, you know, YouTube comment area, whatever you prefer. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.